believe it or not, the subconscious mind is amazing. So the more intake they get of your business or your legacy wants or needs or whatever it is that you want to create, trust me, it's not what you tell them, is what they see. And they're gonna go and follow you no matter, you don't need to say one word. I wish they would do a study on this because I'm seeing it from my kids. My kids are 31 and 26. And I didn't know about all of this mindset, masterminds, none of this when we were creating our business. But my kids would go to my office every single day from school. I would have to pick them up and take them to the office. They used to do their homework in my office and they used to sit there till 8 o'clock at night that we were done. Well, guess what? These two kids, they went to college and they went, Mom, what am I doing in college? They're not teaching me nothing. I already know that I want to be an entrepreneur. But I didn't sit there and say, you have to do this, you have to do. They saw it. So the environment that they were in, that's all they want to do. And I've never hidden finances from our children. I've always set them down. And when we had nothing, when we started creating, and when we sold our business, they knew it all. It's an open book. But guess what? They don't have access to go and say, oh, my parents are rich, or I'm going to go and do this, and I'm going to go hang out. I'm going to go buy myself a Rolex. I'm going to go buy myself a... No, you got to earn it. You got to go work just like everybody else every day. The day we're not here, you're going to have something way more than you have right now. And again, you're not going to have an open bank that I'm just going to go. You're going to need to do things the right way. And you can have access to whatever you need as long as it's for it to create generational wealth. But I'd never like to hide any kind of financial status from my kids because I want them to continue it. I want them to see that it wasn't hard if you put the effort into it. You could create this. Myself and my husband came from $0, zero education, and we were able to build an empire. So I want them to see how hard it was, but it was easy if you put your mind to it. So I never think it's early enough. And there's a book, I don't know if you've ever heard it, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They have one for kids. I give this to my nieces and my nephews, and yeah, it's amazing. And they have a Monopoly game that's teaching them real estate and how to stack money. I always try to get all of my family members that are babies or young teenagers. It's never too early to learn, never. You always want to teach them that. My daughter is a perfect example, 31 years old. She dropped out of college because she thought it was just a waste of her time. She wanted to be an entrepreneur and she thought she was going to learn more from us than she will from school. And when she came back, I said, well, you're going to come back to home, but you've got to get into something. So I said, real estate, back then it was 2011, and real estate was in the ground. Everything was coming. We knew that it was going to be rising back up. And I said, well, you're going to come back. You're going to get your real estate license. You're going to do real estate where you're going to buy rental properties. You're going to manage them. And we'll see where it goes from there. 2 years into it, she didn't like it. She was doing it because she had no other choice at that time because she knew she had to do something. But she came to me and said, Mom, this is not my passion. I'm not loving it. I'm doing it because I have to. And I said, that's fine. As long as you do something to create, I have no problem with it. And she went off to doing fashion. Right now she's doing shoe line. So I'm okay. So the family mission statement, it says to perpetuate your fortune and to create within your passion and attack life with purpose. So it's not about you following what we did. It's about just putting in to create and to put out purpose in life. Fulfill your purpose. So it doesn't matter, again, and that's why we'll have rules and regulations within our trust. If you want to come up with a business idea, that's awesome. Come sit down, let's talk about it. You have a business plan, you're going to do something with it, but we're just not going to go ahead and say, here's everything that we work so hard for and go spend it on whatever you want. That's not what we did this for. We're in real estate and finance, but if they want to go into the fashion world, they want to go into the artist world, they want to go into, being a painter, I don't know, whatever it is, as long as they're putting in purpose and creating, I'm fine with that. It's just continue that wealth that we've created so that it could continue for that generation to come and not be spent and have the $0 like the Vanderbilts did after, 54 years that he worked so hard for.